It started with a scream that no one heard, a ripple on the surface of Scotland's deepest and most mysterious lake, and a backpack found half buried in the mud, as if someone had dropped it mid-breath, mid-motion, mid-existence. And if you think you've heard every Loch Ness story by now, trust me, you've never heard this one, because this is not about the monster legends your grandparents whispered about. This is about a real person who walked into the mist and never walked back out. A disappearance so chilling that even locals lower their voices when they talk about it, as if speaking too loudly might wake something ancient beneath the water. So buckle up, because this case is one of the strangest files I've ever dug into. It all began with a 26-year-old solo traveler named Erin, a thrill-seeker from Manchester who loved documenting hidden places for her small adventure blog. And according to her posts, Loch Ness was supposed to be her peaceful reset trip. But what she didn't know, what no one could, expected, was that her journey into these foggy highlands would turn into one of the most unsettling vanishings in recent Scottish history. She checked into a cozy lakeside Airbnb, a kind with wooden walls, a crackling fireplace, and a window that looked straight toward the dark, endless water. On the first evening, she posted a cheerful selfie with the caption, "If I go missing, it was Nessie," which people laughed at then, but now look back on with dread, because within 48 hours, she would be gone without a trace. Her host recalled hearing footsteps outside around 2:30 a.m., slow and dragging, as if someone was pacing the shoreline, but when he looked out the window, the only thing he saw was fog so thick it seemed alive. The next morning, Erin's room was empty, her phone left behind on the charging cable, still buzzing with scheduled reminders, and her shoes missing, which was strange because it had rained the entire night, and nobody hikes barefoot near a lake known for sudden sinkholes and hidden mud pockets. Search teams came, dogs came, divers came, drones flew above the freezing black water, and after 12 hours, they found something. A torn piece of backpack strap tangled on a branch near a narrow trail. Locals whispered that the trail led to an area known as the Drowned Verge, a place elders warn children about because the ground there shifts under your feet, and sometimes voices echo across the lake, voices that don't belong to anyone alive. A retired fisherman told police he had seen a dim light on the surface of the lake around the time she vanished, as if someone were holding a lantern under the water, and although police dismissed it as reflection, the fisherman insisted, saying, "Reflections don't move against the wind, son." Meanwhile, Erin's last recorded video, never released to the public, but described by investigators, showed her walking toward the lake at dusk, saying she kept hearing something calling from the trees, and the final frame showed her turning abruptly as branches cracked behind her, followed by total blackness. The strange part? The audio picked up no footsteps except her own. As theories exploded online, from cult activity to underwater caves to the infamous Nessie myth, investigators quietly pursued a more disturbing possibility, that Loch Ness is deep, unmapped fissures capable of swallowing someone whole, never returning a single identifiable piece. But that still didn't explain why hikers reported hearing a woman's voice calling for help near the shore a week after the search had officially ended. And when volunteers rushed to the sound, they found nothing but the same muddy footprint over and over, as if someone had been walking in circles, but leaving only a single track. People who visited during that period claimed they felt watched, as if something in the forest kept pace with them, just out of sight. Erin's mother said she dreamt of her daughter, standing waist-deep in water, staring blankly ahead, repeating the same sentence, "Don't turn around, Mom. It's right behind me," which sent chills through investigators, especially after a local psychic woman who claimed she had never spoken to the family reported almost the same vision. Some hikers swore they saw a pale figure on the lake surface at dawn, not walking, not floating, but standing absolutely motionless as mist swirled around it, and when they blinked, it was gone. The internet, of course, ran wild with theories. Ghost, creature, time slip, underwater caverns, government cover-up, ancient Celtic rituals, and even theories about the lake acting as a metaphysical gateway where sound travels differently and shadows move where no light exists. But the official report? Person missing, presumed dead. Yet no body, no clothes, no blood, no sign of struggle, just a vanished human being swallowed by one of the eeriest locations on Earth. Over time, more strange events piled up. Kayakers claimed their boats were pulled sideways by sudden underwater currents that didn't match any known pattern. A drone operator captured a long shadow moving beneath the surface faster than any fish native to the lake. A couple camping nearby reported waking to heavy breathing outside their tent, slow, raspy, almost human, but when they unzipped the flap, they found 3 deep grooves carved into the soil. And every year on the anniversary of Erin's disappearance, locals say the fog thickens earlier than usual, settling like a curtain over the water, and people feel a strange pressure in their chest, like something is silently observing them from just below the surface. But the creepiest part? Last year, a group of students visiting the lake found a cracked digital camera half buried near the shore. When the photos were recovered, the final image showed Erin's silhouette at the water's edge. The timestamp was dated 2 days after she vanished, and in the background, barely visible through the mist, was a distorted figure behind her, something tall, thin, and impossible to identify. Whether it was a trick of the fog or something else, no one knows. But what we do know is that Loch Ness keeps its secrets buried deep, and whatever happened to Erin continues to haunt the people who dare to ask too many questions. And if you're the kind of person who loves digging into terrifying disappearances, unexplained cases, and mysteries that the world tries to ignore, then make sure you hit subscribe, because here on Creepy Vanish, we uncover stories that most people are too scared to talk about. Drop a comment telling me what you think happened that night. Like the video if you felt even a single chill, and share it with someone who enjoys deep, unsettling mysteries, because trust me, we're just getting started, and the next case I'm working on is even darker than this one.